ago, I made a video on this channel talking about how I took on an SEO client, and I wanted to show you the exact things that we were to do in the first 30 days and show you actually what results were to happen in that time. And so this video, I want to break down exactly what's happened. We're now 30 days later, so I made the video on the 23rd of June. It's now the 23rd or 24th of July. So if you haven't seen that video already, make sure you go watch that before you watch this one. And now I'm going to break down exactly what we've done and what results we managed to get. So as I said, 30 days ago, I made a video about this brand that we just took on. We had a look at their data and saw what they did over the last year. And I kind of made a prediction or an assumption as to what I was trying to aim for basically in the first month. And so in 2025, they averaged 611 sessions from Google and just over $3,000 in organic search revenue. And if we have a look on this other side over here, depending on where you got your information from, this is both from Shopify, but just from different sections. So this one here, it was averaging 2,500 from Google. And so having a look now, 1 month later, I was hoping for 700 sessions and we managed to get 729. So we actually crushed what we were hoping to do in the first month, which is great. It's like a 19% increase in organic sessions from Google. And you can see 729 beats out the biggest month. I think it was 686 was the biggest month they've ever had. So that was great. And then when it comes to revenue, we're hoping to beat 3,000 or 3,500, but unfortunately we fell short and they got $2,500. So, while we got more sessions to the store, the revenue hasn't come in as much as we'd like. This is still above their yearly average, but not as much as what they've averaged in 2025. Now, I'm not upset about that. That's normal. It's only 30 days in. We're not expecting anything crazy to happen. And with how small these numbers are, and especially the type of product that this brand sells, we're not expecting to make thousands of dollars in the first month or so. But it gives us a good metric that we're getting more people to the website, and then hopefully that revenue will start to flow in. Now, if we have a look over this side, looking at the sales by referrer, we actually got 2,493. So we almost on par with the average, and we got 27 orders from this channel. So, again, around average from this sales by referrer. And so looking at Ahrefs data, we can see we've actually had a great spike in organic traffic. So it was 23rd of June that we started working with this brand. So they're at 163. We got that all the way up to 329. And it's come back down to 283. So this is all just predictive based on where the keywords are ranking. But as you can see here, we've got now 10 keywords in the top 3 positions of Google. So we've added 8 more keywords or 9 more keywords even. I think it was only 1 that was ranking in the top 3 previously. And we've added 120 keywords to this overall brand's SEO, which is great. And so a lot of those keywords are driving more traffic. We've got some in the top positions that are getting some good numbers. And we're doing pretty well within the first 30 days, considering this is the highest amount of traffic they've had to the site in the last year that they've been operating. So what have we done and how did we actually do it? Well, if you watched my previous video, you'll see the first thing we kind of did was address all the technical issues. Now, that was pretty straightforward because even though this was a very big site, this brand didn't actually have that many technical things. Now, looking at the surface, didn't look like much, but I also did find some kind of links on there, some casino links and stuff that had been hidden on the website. And so we managed to clean these things off, which has helped. And we also cleaned up a lot of the URL structure and coding because it was a bit of a mess with how they had everything set up. So that was kind of all the technical stuff essentially done, basically. And then what we did was basically we just went through our on-page checklist for the product pages and collection pages. And so a lot of the collection pages that they had, it was like any other store that I've worked with, is basically a H1 and a product grid, and there wasn't really much to it. So we've added some more details down the bottom. We added some FAQs to some of them, and same with the product page, made sure that we had a description and made sure that we incorporated the keywords where possible. But more importantly, matching the user intent with all these kind of things, because it's not just about putting keywords on a page and necessarily going through this checklist. We need to make sure that the content that we write is actually matching the user intent. And so by doing that, we managed to get some great traffic results. As I showed you here, the traffic, as an SEO, seeing a chart like that is always great. And so we're obviously doing something right, which is really good. Now again, this is some keyword data. So we're having a look at all the keywords that this brand is ranking for. And you can have a look here and see now that we've got a bunch in the top 3 positions. You see there, I think it's 13 at the time of writing this. It's even more than what Ahrefs was saying. And you can see beyond that, there's a bunch now that have moved up to the top 10 positions on Google. which is great. We're getting all these keywords and see a lot of them have some good traffic as well. There's 1,200 traffic on this one here, 5,600 on this one here. And so this is going to start to drive more and more traffic to the website, which is evident with what we've seen already with the Ahrefs starter and also the actual amount of sessions to the store. Now, this brand is a little unique purely because of how many products and collections that this brand has. Now, it's an organic store that sells a bunch of food and nuts and all these different types of things like that. And so it isn't falling into your traditional e-commerce D2C brand where there's maybe like a couple of main collections and then a couple of sub collections. There are hundreds of main collections for all these different types of products. And then within that, there's all these different types of products that all have super high intent. And so we're only getting started with this and we've managed to increase it by 19%. I'm looking forward to the next couple of months of this brand and getting through all these different pages and starting to build some more links as well. As I said in the previous video, this brand's on a bit of a smaller retainer, so we don't have as much budget for links. But even with that, we managed to build out a bunch of citations this month, and we're looking to build a couple more links this next month to really start to boost the domain authority and get this brand, cooking with some SEO. So, bit of a raw update there. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you want me to do another update in 60 days or something like that, leave a comment and make sure that you let me know. And if you have any questions on this and maybe a bit more in depth as to how we actually did this, look back at the previous video, you'll get some more information, but also again, just leave a comment, let me know. Now, finally, if you need e-commerce SEO for your brand, click the first link in the description and you can book a call with me. We can hopefully get you some results like this for your brand. And if not, make sure you subscribe and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.